Welcome to Secret Story Recapped. Today we are going over the recap of 2018. You won't want to miss any part, so stay till the end. Kindly subscribe and click the bell button. In starting, Nora, a TV reporter from Kerala, is reporting on water scarcity in Lakshmipura. She parks her car on a road, is hit by a lorry driven by Sethapathi, who shows distaste towards Keralites. Anoop, an ex-military man living in a Ruviculum, is waiting for a Dubai visa, and meanwhile working as an assistant in a local shop owned by Bazi, Manju. Anoop falls in love with Manju. Their parents are also interested in the alliance and their marriage is fixed. Mathachen and his son Winston venture into the sea and rescue three fishermen who are stuck at sea in a thunderstorm. Ramishan appears. Ramishan's mother meanwhile slips and falls, and Anu admits her to the hospital and waits for Ramishan. Shaji Panus is an officer at Government Information Center, Alappuzha. He juggles with his job of broadcasting information about the upcoming flood and preparing for the housewarming of his constructed house in Aruvicula. Nixon, Mathachen's younger son, dreams of becoming a model. He is in love with the daughter of Chandy. When Nixon takes his family to Chandy's house with a formal proposal, Chandy expresses that he is not comfortable with his daughter marrying into a fisherman family. Everyone is upset. Later at home, Winston's wife consoles everyone by saying that the unity feeling in their neighborhood is worth suffering, and that Chandy was ignorant in making such a comment about them. Nixon goes to Kochi for modeling work. He goes to stay at a friend's apartment and plans to meet a famous photographer to have his portfolio taken. Koshi, a taxi driver, receives the assignment of taking two tourists from Poland to show them around Kerala. When they reach Aruvikulam, Anoop, at his friend's suggestion, hosts the two foreign tourists and Koshi at his home. The foreign couple happily stays at Anoop's house. Koshi's house in Katanadu is also shown to have been hit by flood. Ramishan is on his way to see his hospitalized mother. His flight lands in Coimbatore as the Kochi airport is closed down due to floods. He takes a train from Coimbatore, which is hit by a landslide near Palakkad. He is unharmed and finds a Tamilian man traveling to Thrissur for company. They both, after much effort, manage to get a lift in Sethupathi's truck. Sethapathi was coming to Kerala with groceries, grains, and also some locally made bombs for certain protesters in Kerala, protesting against a factory by the side of River Periyar. Sethapathi overhears Ramishan talking to his mother on his phone, and later also sees the news of the flood and people affected by it in Kerala. Ramishan's emotional conversation with his family and visuals from the TV news changes his mind, and he dumps the explosives. Ramishan gives Sethapathi a toy for his daughter. A lady in the Aruviculum school relief camp goes into labor, but is unable to get to the hospital due to the flood. A helicopter flies over and Anoop lights torches to attract the pilot's attention, but it is too dangerous to land. Anoop contacts the pilot and, with the memory of his military training, helps to airlift the pregnant lady and take her to hospital. Mathachen and Winston, and other fishermen from their coast, head out with their boats to help people who were stuck in the flood. Mathachen is killed when a wall of the Aruviculum school relief camp collapses on him. Nixon and Winston are shattered by his death. Cletus arrives crying to ask for help rescuing his estranged brother Joseph and his family, who are stuck in their house, which is now buried under the ground due to a heavy landslide. Winston and Nixon go with Cletus. After a long search, they find the Joseph's house and save his family. Shaji is shocked to hear of the destruction from the floods in his hometown. Nixon adventurously helps an academic achiever in a Ruviculum to retrieve her merit certificates from her flooded house. Varghese' wife was feeding their autistic son Abin when the floods hit. The entrance to Varghese' house is blocked by a fallen huge tree, and with the floods rushing in, they are unable to get out of their house. Anoop learns that Varghese and his family have not reached any relief camp and takes a boat and goes to their house, of which only the rooftop remains above water. Anoop hears screams from Abin and rescues him and his family. As they return to the camp, Anoop sees the blind Basi fall into the water. Anoop jumps into the water to save Basi. Basi is saved, but while saving Basi, Anoop gets his foot stuck between two rocks. After that, the floods have receded. Many of the houses hit by flood are in ruins and inhabitable houses are covered in mud. People slowly recover and start to move back into their homes. Shaji finds his wife and daughter in a hospital. Ramishan returns home with his discharged mother and reconciled wife. Nora, who had gone to report about the flood, is back with her family. Koshi takes the foreign couple to stay for a day and enjoy local delicacies at his house in Kutanad, and then sees them off at the airport and they thank him for an unforgettable experience. In the last, a memorial for Anoop is built in his village, and Bazi is seen sitting selling lotteries under it. Manju mourns Anoop as she passes the memorial, while Abin and the older daughter of the pregnant lady rescued by Anoop. Comment on how the movie looked like. Which is your favorite movie? Thanks for watching till the end. Kindly subscribe to the channel and click the bell button to keep updated with our future amazing videos.